Aries, hi. So this is going to be a shuffling lesson. A reading for April 10th through the 16th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there's an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Now let's see, Aries. Aries. Bam. Alright, so there's some nice energy moving around here. The overall energy for the reading, the Four of Swords. You slowed down here in your energy. Definitely taking a break there. In the recent past, the Temperance card, the Chariot, the Lovers. Ooh, this connection is coming into play. There's a very strong connection that's showing up. Energetically especially, there's a lot popping in there. And I feel like you've been dealing with this for a while. You know, it's not your first rodeo here dealing with the energies of this connection. All right, it's looking good. In the current situation, the Justice card, the Six of Cups, the Nine of Cups. I mean, things are starting to look pretty darn balanced here for you. There's a soul connection that shows up here, but I feel like this embodies kind of like your general vicinity, friends, family, whoever you surround yourself with, where there's just balance, there's just peace, but it's coming from you because you feel that way inside of yourself. And it's like, okay, you're attracting that kind of an energy. So whoever you surround yourself with, it could be that it's a particular situation you're dealing with that brings a lot of balance in, but I feel like it's more of a general idea here, but we'll see. In the immediate future, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups. That's beautiful because you got a hold of this energy that's, again, peaceful, loving, beautiful, steady. And it's like, I don't want to let this go. I don't want to get out of this bubble. I like me this bubble, you know? Okay, but as much as, you know, I would love to have a bubble like this nonstop, it is energy and it is flowing. And you got to let it pass when it's time for it to pass. So just kind of allow for them to pass through and to stay for however long they want, you know? Because then when it's a bad energy and it doesn't feel good and it's icky, don't you want to just kind of chase it out like, go away energy? I don't know. Still energy. Why wouldn't you hang on to that? Right? And we do. Subconsciously, we do actually, you know, hang on to certain energies and then they kind of place us in this lower vibration and so on and so forth. So I can understand this tendency to, ooh, I never want to let this bubble go. But again, try to understand it's just energy. Let it flow naturally. Let's do the Four of Swords. The Sun, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. You secluded yourself in this bubble. I don't know what the hell you did here, but it's a great energy. You feel stable. There's commitment attached to you. So I'm kind of getting the sense that there's a lot happening energetically in that connection that you feel like it's a commitment to you. Maybe it is a marriage or something. Who knows? But even if it's not, it's quite important here. And there's a lot of happiness there. It's like you're living or wanting to live a never-ending, beautiful dream, you know? Which is really nice. Let's do the Temperance card in the recent past. I feel like I'm going to get a 10 from here to here, and that's it. With the sun glaring. The Hangman, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Wands. Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of stagnation within this dynamic. I feel like on the surface, maybe things weren't even moving at all. I don't know. But energetically, they definitely were between you and another person here. On the surface, there could be that energy of the Ten of Swords, so there could have been an ending at some point to that. That didn't stop the energies from just kind of flying crazy between the two of you. Let's do the Chariot. The Nine of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Swords. Lots of, because I don't see this energy staying there constantly. It's one of those things where, you know, you live your life, day-to-day life, you do your thing, and then from out of nowhere, you feel something. Oh, and it's tied up to this connection. It's like, that's what I mean when I say the energies are moving like crazy. I don't see it being there constantly, but I see it, you know, there's ups and downs to it, where there's times where you don't feel shit. It's like, what connection, where, who, you know? Okay. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of back and forth there in the way that it comes through, which is, I mean, that's how energy moves. Let's do the Lovers. Page of Pentacles, the Judgment card, the Three of Wands. Interesting. You've learned a lot through this energetical attachment, through this connection. You've learned a lot. You've healed a lot through this connection. You know, I'm not going to say because of this connection, because it's because of you that you healed, not the connection, but the connection was a big part to lead you back to you, to heal. So yeah, there's a lot of growth there on your side through that mini maxi roller coaster ride there. Let's do the Justice card in the current situation. The World card, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you're leaning more these days. That was a lot of healing and a lot of energy playing out for you. And through you especially. But these days I feel like you're kind of getting a little more grounded, or trying to, you know, kind of dealing with experiences that you're face to face with, or again, trying to. It's like you landed back on planet Earth, and it's like, okay, I got all this knowledge, I got all this healing, now let's apply it. You know, let's see where it takes us. And you're definitely seeming like you're more open to experiencing all sorts of things, you know, feet on the ground, basically. At times it seems stressful, but other times it seems like, yeah, that's, you know, that's the right thing at this point. Let's do the Six of Cups. The Star, the Empress, the Three of Swords. You're still looking like you're attached to someone here of big importance. There's still some pain through this attachment. There's still some things you need to work through, and I feel like, you know, that I feel like this kind of a connection that shows up like this, and then I see pain attached to it. I feel like I'm always going to see pain attached to it, and not always, but for a very long time. It's not one of those, oh, you hurt me because you said that one mean thing to me, but, you know, I'll get over it one day. No, hell no. It almost looks like, for this kind of situation, almost looks like past life over past life over past life kinds of pains, you know, that was stored, and you're kind of dealing with all of it. And that's not going to go away in 5 minutes, so, you know. Let's do the Nine of Cups. The Lovers, the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. Yeah, I mean, when you're being honest with yourself, and what I mean by that is that when I'm talking to your higher self, basically, because that's as honest as it can get on your part and on anybody's part, you have this sense of extreme happiness, inner happiness, and then you're showing me attached to that disconnection, that bond, that indestructible bond that you feel when it comes to this connection, and then just resting in there, you know, with all of this energy, just being there with that. And it's freaking amazing. It's beautiful what your higher self is experiencing through whatever it is you're doing on planet Earth here. You're doing a great job, basically, you know. Interesting. Let's see the Four of Pentacles in the immediate future. The Six of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Swords. When you do land back on planet Earth, which means, you know, a lot of the times we work with energy so much that we kind of fly off, into the energetical world. Like we're not going to go there because I'm not going to open up to that. But yeah, you know, we work a lot with energies, and we kind of forget what it's like to be grounded and to be, you know, dealing with human tasks and things like that. And then sometimes it's like, okay, I got to go back to deal with that, because that's, you know, the human experience. That's what I'm here for, you know. So that's what I mean when I say you come back to planet Earth. But remember, these energies are also heavy. They have the tendency to swoop you right back into your head, you know, into your mind, because that's, you know, probably the closest thing that works with planet Earth. Logic, what you can see, what you can touch, you know, not what you can feel. God forbid, that's for up there. But yeah, I see this tendency to you know, fall back into practicality, into things that make sense, things that, and your higher self showed me something attached to this connection. Your planet Earth self is showing me a little bit of a different thing. It's showing me a sense of there's still something there, like now the energies are not necessarily right between the two of us, because you're judging them from here. Remember that. Over there, you're judging through your heart, and the heart doesn't judge. It just is with what is. So interesting how the shift kind of happens. The more you kind of anchor yourself into the 3D. I still see you hanging on to this connection in the way that you do over here, but there's a little bit of a different twist on it, you know, which is more practical. So let's do the Page of Wands in the immediate future, the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. So you look open to the situation. You look more and more open to the situation. You look like you're acknowledging that there's that perfect match between your hearts, but you're still kind of standing a little bit in the way of that. That tells me there's rejection there, not acceptance completely, that, okay, this is what I feel, and it's for real, and I'm going to embrace that fully. Now that tells me, okay, this is what I feel. I don't want to feel that sometimes. That's rejection, you know? So let's do the Page of Cups. In the immediate future, the Queen of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Swords. You even see a perfect match through the separation of this. You know, even from the place that has to make sense, even from that place, you see a perfect match. It's just, if you allow the mind to take over this completely, and you don't find that balance between your heart and the acceptance of what your heart feels and your mind, you may have the tendency to run the show from a very logical perspective, which, yeah, a lot of the times fear hides in there, rejection, judgment, jealousy, all sorts of things, you name it. So it's kind of like an opportunity for you here to start balancing those energies out. You know, I don't see you necessarily going in one direction more than another, but once you anchor into the 3D a little too much, you may have a tendency to use this a little more than this. So let's see what the universe has. To close this off, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Cups. And I know it's a struggle, you know, it's a struggle when you, especially when you find yourself in, when you catch yourself even being in your own way and not allowing for your heart to tell you what it wants to tell you. I know it's a struggle to just fully embody that energy of your higher self and who you truly are and what you truly feel, and embrace that fully and just fall into the acceptance of it all. Especially when these energies get a hold of you, of, you know, the mind, logic, practicality, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. So basically it's kind of like you're working on it, you know. still working on this process, and especially through the lens of this connection, whatever this connection is to you. I don't see it here physically. I just see you kind of working through these energies all on your own. And then at an energetic level, yes, it's there. There's that organic, equal give and take energy to it. So I don't know. If it's here physically, you might have some obstacles here and there, but overall, your healing is kind of opening you up towards, being more acceptant of what you feel for the situation and more clear about what you feel and what you want to do about the situation. For now, I don't see you wanting to do anything, even though there's a lot of action cards, but I still don't see you necessarily, oh yeah, I want to do this and that and yeah. No, this is more like your inner journey. So anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.